Look, I've told you before, if you want to rename the Sir Alex Ferguson stand after me, I'll stay, but otherwise I'm leaving. Why? I've done everything. I've accomplished everything I could ever want to do. Well, then after the end of season awards, I'm leaving. That's on you, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your quintuple winning Manchester United end of season awards. Oh, thank you everybody. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Thank you, and welcome to our end of season awards for Manchester United. A clean sweep of the trophies. A little bit of some nervy moments in some of the finals, but nonetheless, we got across the line. The players have been superb, and it just goes to show that English players can win something if they are led by an Australian. But I do think we need to thank the players for their efforts this season. So congratulations, guys. You've been nothing short of sensational. Okay, so the first award this evening is the Golden Pen for this season's signing of the season. And we signed some good ones this season, I've got to say, but few, if any, were better than this guy. £56 million he cost us from Leicester City. The Golden Pen goes to James Maddison. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to this season's player with the worst discipline. And this guy was a good player, but did love a booking. 13 yellow cards in the end. The Golden Card goes to Luke Shaw. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion. And, well, this guy has been a little bit of a tower of strength at the back for us. Loved a goal this season as well, but turns out he can pass the ball as well. 98% pass completion. That is sensational. Congratulations, Harry Maguire. Next up, it is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the player who feeds the strikers, or Harry Kane. And this season, it was 16 assists that got the award. And I think this guy's a little bit unlucky not to have won the Golden Pen as well, to be honest. But the Golden Spoon goes to James Ward-Prowse. Now it's time for the Golden Anchor, going to the man we can rely on, the player with the highest average match rating. And well, we've just seen this guy on the stage. A 7.5 average match rating was absolutely brilliant. Sort of further adding to my theory that he should have won the Golden Pen. But anyway, get back up here, James Ward-Prowse. The next award is from the medical department. It is the Golden Cross for this season's most injured player. And, well, this guy, we signed him for a very large, I forget how much it was, 90 million or something. He broke his leg, of course, in his first game after scoring on debut. We had to wait a long time to see him again. 54% of the season, as a matter of fact. But he was worth the wait, wasn't he? So the Golden Cross, anyway, it goes to Noni Madueke. I don't know what your name is. Next award is the Golden Soother, awarded to the baby of the team, this season's best young player. And this guy, well, controversial character perhaps, but he was really good for us, I've got to say, this season. And, well, he might be able to use this in prison if that is indeed where he goes to. So congratulations. The Golden Soother goes to Mason Greenwood. The next award is the Golden Boot, awarded to this season's top goal scorer. And as a club record signing, this guy for 2 seasons now has just not stopped scoring. He got 30 this season. Congratulations. The Golden Boot goes to Harry Kane. The next award is the Coach's Award, the Horse's Ass, for this season's most disappointing player. And I think this guy essentially picked himself. When you come in as an experienced, Premier League ready international centre-back, then you get replaced by a 17-year-old kid. You've not done well. So the Golden Horse's Ass this season goes to James Tarkowski. Now, before we get to announcing this season's Player of the Year, we do need to acknowledge the Team of the Season. If you do just direct your eyes up to the screen, you can see the goalkeeper is, of course, penalty-saving extraordinaire Henderson. The back four is Shaw, Maguire, Tomori, and Wan-Bissaka. The midfield duo are Bellingham and James Ward-Prowse. Your number 10 is James Maddison. The wingers are, of course, Madueke and Greenwood. And the striker, maybe controversially, is Marcus Rashford. Congratulations, guys. You've all had really, really good seasons. Well done. And now it is time for the big one, to award this season's Golden Star for our Player of the Season. And, I mean, it's a difficult decision, but I think the Champions League final, if it did one thing other than determine who was the best team in Europe, it decided who was going to win the Golden Star. We couldn't have done it without him, so congratulations. The Golden Star is Dean Henderson. Congratulations, Hendo. Congratulations to you and the rest of the winners this evening. It's been a truly magical 2 seasons, a truly magical season. Quintuple winning. That is just beyond anybody's wildest dreams, I think. I've really enjoyed my time here at Manchester United, but all good things must come to an end as I go on to find and seek a new challenge. And, well, I wish the team all the very best moving forward without me. But until next time we meet, thank you, good evening, and goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. Rename the stand after me and I'll stay. Thank you. So there we go, end of season awards are done and dusted. Let's have a quick look here at the season in review, and we can see the signings that we made. Ward-Prowse was a C, he's better than a C+. We got Mavididi, now he of course came in permanently, whereas we only had him on loan last season. He was a B-, of course one of my favourites. Tomori, a B- again, he came in permanently this season. Luke Thomas was a good signing, I thought. He was a B. Signing of the season was Maddison. Difficult to disagree with that. £56 million well spent. And Madueke, a D. That, I think, is ridiculous. It was a big fee, to be fair, but he is going to be a great, great player. And, yeah, well, I think that we've done well there. The players that we transferred out, Varane, well, we saw what he did. Fernandes, we don't talk about Bruno, and then there's nobody else there. Oh, Isaac Hayden went off to West Ham and did okay, played some games. Lingard went off to Arsenal, played some games. Tuanzebe played for Arsenal a fair bit as well. And you can see one or two of the others that we transferred out. Phil Jones in France, getting some game time. And the rest of these guys, there's no one else that's really... Oh no, Ronaldo Vieira went off to Napoli for 16 million, played 9 times off the bench. £11 million for Ramsey, 2 substitute appearances. Makes you wonder what they were thinking almost, doesn't it? And yeah, so that's just about that. Let's go and have a look at the season results. We won everything, which is brilliant. A B- for the Premier League winning. A for the Champions League. The FA Cup was a B-. What a final that was as well. Carabao Cup was a C+, and the Community Shield, no one cares about that, and it was a C+. Biggest win was the 10-0 absolute hammering of the young boys. We had a 2-1 win at Manchester United, which was the match to remember. And the goal of the season, and we will come back to that momentarily, was Marcus Rashford's goal in the Champions League against Dortmund. It was a losing on the night, but I believe we obviously won overall because, well, we went on and won the whole thing. Finances, this doesn't really affect us too much, but we're a worldwide... Well, actually, no, we've gone up a reputation. We are now a 5-star worldwide reputation team. Everything went up. Top sales shirts, Rashford, Kane, Henderson, Sancho, and Bellingham. Difficult. I tell you what, I would have bought a Henderson shirt after that final last episode. How we lined up, team of the season. Let's have a look here. Difficult to argue with too much of that, isn't it? Declan Rice will consider himself unlucky, but Prowse and Bellingham, I think, probably just about deserve it. And I would imagine Harry Kane would have reservations about not being the striker. But anyway, Rashford was very good when he played. The accolades, Henderson was Fans Player of the Year. Again, not surprised at all. Greenwood was Young Player of the Year. Maddison was the signing of the season. We'll come back to Goal of the Season. Kane, 30 goals, was the Golden Boot winner. Ward-Prowse with 16 assists. You can see there it was a club record as well. That was the Golden Spoon. Harry Kane, we don't give out Man of the Match awards, but he had 5 of those. Ward-Prowse, 7.5 average rating, and Ghana, with 75 passes completed per 90 minutes, was the leader in that category. And you can see I won a few awards. Sancho was England Player of the Year. We had Mason Greenwood winning Young Player of the Year. The Premier League goalkeeper Golden Glove was Henderson, and he also won the Champions League Golden Glove, which is something we'll come and have a look at in just a second. Luke Shaw also setting a record for worst discipline, so congratulations to him. So history in the making. It was a quintuple in the end. We did get that done, which is very, very exciting. And if we can go and have a look at the Champions League stuff, season in review. Well, we just did that, really, didn't we? And we can go up here. Is there anything else of interest? New season team report. Of course, we end our time at the club here, so we don't have to worry about that. Mataduke, of course, we missed him for a lot of the year with his broken leg. At least he got a little bit of silverware for that. But here we go. The best goal of the Champions League. Rashford's goal against Dortmund was second. Our game-given goal of the season, but second in the Champions League. We had Henderson and Rashford in the Champions League team of the tournament, which seems a little bit harsh, considering we won it. Barcelona sort of cleaned up there, didn't they? Champions League winners announced. So Henderson was the goalkeeper of the year. We didn't have anybody in the defenders or the midfielders or the strikers, so that's all a little bit disappointing, isn't it? But we will congratulate Henderson on his award. And the Gary Turpie training report. He's going to be a good youngster, I think. So, yeah, well done to him. So this now brings us, of course, to the goal of the season. And, actually, no, what we're going to do is have a look at the squad first, don't we? So we can see how everybody did. So there we go, having a look by appearances. Henderson led the way there. He played most games. I think there was one or two that we played Etienne Green, but he was more or less the star. Goals. So behind Kane, Rashford with 20, Greenwood with 15. Harry Maguire got himself 11 goals into double figures. What a season he had. We had Mataduke and Matavididi as well. 9 goals from 12. He's a good player, Matavididi. Really is. We can see everybody else there with the goals. In terms of assists, Ward-Prowse led the way. Greenwood and Longstaff. Again, Longstaff was really, really good second half of the season as well. Got to double digits, and we can see everybody else there that got themselves an assist. And if we have a look at the average ratings, Ward-Prowse led the way, but there was a lot of players there. Look at all that green. So many players getting themselves above a 7 average. The disappointment and obviously winning the horse's ass was James Tarkowski. I expected a little bit more from him. In the end, I just kind of gave up because he was a little bit older and, you know, maybe you need a little bit more time to settle. Who knows? But there we go. So now we do want to come back to goal of the season, and you guys mostly will be aware of how this works. Let's have a look at the best 11 for this time at the club as given by the game. The way this works, there'll be a link down top of the description. And of course, I realized as I was doing the award ceremony there, I forgot to do viewers player this season, so massive apologies for that. But there will be a link at the top of the description. There'll be the Rashford goal the game gave, plus 3 others I deem worthy. Make sure you vote for your favourite, and I'll announce the winner. I'll have to do it on the Discord, so if you're not a member of the Discord, you want to know who wins. Actually, I'll do it on Twitter as well, but there'll be a link to that, all that down in the description as well. And yeah, well, we'll see what goal you vote as our goal of the season. So thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed the series. If I was doing it again, I think maybe, and there was a comment or two about this, I think maybe season 1, I wouldn't have loaned in players. That was maybe cheating a little bit or twisting the integrity of the save. So that would have meant Charlie Taylor, Harry Winks wouldn't have come in, and maybe it would have been a little bit more difficult to get Champions League football this second season when we went sort of all out and, you know, and bought a very good team. But, you know, we did do well, I think, to get the season 1. We had, you know, look, Ronaldo Vieira played a lot of games for us. Mavididi played well. So I think we did maybe do okay season 1, maybe overachieved, and we sort of benefited that from season 2. But yeah, let me know what you think of the concept. It's something you'd like to do again in a future FM. I don't hate it, to be honest. I like the idea because it's just a little bit of a spanner in the works. It's just worked out that we did kind of really well. And maybe if we're going to do it in future, we need to challenge ourselves with a lesser club, maybe someone with a little bit less money to start with. So, yeah, there we go. Anyway, enjoy goal of the season. Thank you so much. I do hope you enjoyed this series. I had a lot of fun with it, I've got to say. I've really enjoyed it. And it's just a little bit of a shame in a way that it comes to an end so quickly, having absolutely dominated world football. So enjoy goal of the season. I'll see you next time. Then there will be a new series replacing it. I think it's going to be with the Socceroos trying to get into the World Cup. But that's all to be determined as of yet. So yeah, make sure you stick around the channel. I'll see you next time. Take care. And here are our top 4 goals of the 22-23 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.